Have you ever found yourself pausing before getting up from a chair just to prepare your body for the strain? Maybe it takes a bit longer to climb the stairs now, or you avoid them altogether. Perhaps carrying groceries leaves your arms trembling, or reaching for something on a high shelf feels risky. These little changes, they sneak up on you. They don't arrive with sirens or flashing lights. They creep in slowly over months, sometimes years. A slight hesitation here, a subtle wobble there. You start adjusting your routines without even noticing, and then one day it hits you. You're not as strong as you used to be. But here's the truth. You didn't do anything wrong. What you're feeling is called sarcopenia. It's the natural, age-related loss of muscle mass, and it affects more than 50% of adults over 60. The most painful part? Most people don't realize it's happening until it's already taken a toll on their independence. You see, your muscles aren't just for lifting things or climbing stairs. They're essential for balance, posture, energy, and even your metabolism. When they begin to fade, everything feels heavier. Your movements become slower. Tasks that once took seconds now feel like challenges. And the danger of falling becomes very, very real. But what if there was a way to change that? What if, right now, you could start rebuilding what time has quietly taken from you? Not with extreme workouts, not with expensive treatments, but with simple, natural changes. Changes that support your body where it needs it most, deep in your muscles, bones, and cells. That's exactly what we're going to explore in this video. Today we're diving into 5 natural powders that have been scientifically shown to help rebuild muscle, restore strength, and even reverse the effects of sarcopenia. These are not pharmaceutical shortcuts. They're nutrient-dense foods, easy to find, easy to use, and incredibly effective. We'll break that down for you. What each powder does inside your body. Why it matters after the age of 60. Because I know this, you still have a lot of life left to live. You deserve to walk strong, to stand tall, to move freely, to feel capable and powerful in your own skin. No one should feel like their best years are behind them just because a calendar says they're older. The truth is, you can reclaim strength, you can rebuild muscle, and it starts with understanding what your body needs and giving it exactly that. So take a deep breath, let go of the idea that decline is your only option. We're going to show you a better way, step by step, powder by powder. And make sure you stay with me until the end, because the last powder we'll reveal is unlike anything else. It has the power to restore not just strength, but vitality, circulation, and even joint comfort, all in one. Yes, I'm ready. Let's begin the journey to stronger legs, better energy, and renewed independence, starting right now. Let's start with the foundation. The one powder that almost every doctor, nutritionist, and physical therapist agrees is crucial for anyone over 60 trying to fight muscle loss: whey protein isolate. Now you might be thinking, protein powder? Isn't that for young people at the gym lifting weights? That's the myth. The truth, whey protein isolate might be one of the most important tools for seniors to rebuild strength and slow down aging from the inside out. Why? Because after 60, your body becomes less efficient at using protein. Even if you eat meat, eggs, or beans, your muscles don't absorb and convert that protein like they used to. This is called anabolic resistance, and it's one of the leading causes of sarcopenia. Whey protein isolate is special because it's fast-absorbing, it's pure, almost no fat or sugar. It contains all 9 essential amino acids, especially leucine, which directly stimulates muscle growth. Just 20 to 30 grams of whey isolate daily can make a significant difference in muscle preservation, even without exercise. In fact, one study showed that older adults who added whey to their diet for just 12 weeks regained over 10% more muscle mass than those who didn't, even when both groups were sedentary. And it's easy to use. Add 1 scoop to a glass of water or milk in the morning. Mix it into oatmeal smoothies or yogurt. Drink it as a small lunch when you're not that hungry. It's not about building big muscles. It's about protecting the ones you already have. Muscles that help you stand, walk, carry, reach, and live independently. Many people wait until they fall or get diagnosed with frailty to take action. But the smart move is to start now, before that happens. Another tip: always take your protein with a small dose of vitamin D and calcium, especially in the morning. Why? Because protein synthesis is strongest earlier in the day, and vitamin D helps activate that process, especially in aging muscle tissue. And yes, there's a difference between whey concentrate and whey isolate. Always choose isolate. It's more refined, easier to digest, and better tolerated by seniors with sensitive stomachs or lactose intolerance. So if you've been feeling weaker lately or just want to keep what you have, whey isolate is where you begin. Now let's move on to the second powder, a little known but powerful anti-inflammatory that can work wonders on achy joints and muscle recovery. Shall we? Now that we've rebuilt the foundation with protein, it's time to talk about something that protects your muscles while they recover, and more importantly, soothes the pain that often makes seniors stop moving in the first place. I'm talking about turmeric powder, also known as curcuma longa. You've probably heard of turmeric as a spice, especially in curries. But what most people over 60 don't realize is that turmeric, when used properly, can act as a natural anti-inflammatory just as powerful as over-the-counter pain medications, without the dangerous side effects. So what does turmeric do? It contains a compound called curcumin, which has been extensively studied for its ability to reduce chronic inflammation in joints and muscles, improve blood flow to extremities, speed up muscle recovery after activity, and even support memory and brain health as a bonus. For people suffering from muscle loss, that inflammation matters. Because when your muscles hurt, you move less. And when you move less, you lose strength even faster. Turmeric helps break that cycle. It gives you the relief you need to move again, and that movement is what sparks muscle regeneration. How to use it? Turmeric works best when taken with a fat source like olive oil or coconut milk, a pinch of black pepper, which increases absorption by 2,000%. You can add half a teaspoon to warm water with lemon each morning. Mix it into scrambled eggs or oatmeal. Make a golden milk with almond milk, honey, and cinnamon before bed. The results aren't instant, but they're real. In one clinical trial, adults over 60 who took turmeric daily reported a 34% reduction in joint pain and muscle stiffness in under 6 weeks. And when pain fades, you gain the freedom to move again with confidence. But don't fall for cheap supermarket turmeric that's been sitting on the shelf for years. Look for organic turmeric with high curcumin content, ideally standardized to 95% curcuminoids. That's where the magic happens. If you're tired of reaching for ibuprofen or feeling stiff every morning, turmeric may be your body's new best friend. Coming up next, we'll explore sweet ancient powder that helps boost energy, balance blood sugar, and even build muscle from your gut. Let's keep going. The next one might be in your pantry already. Let's talk about something sweet, but incredibly powerful: cinnamon powder. Yes, the same spice you sprinkled on toast or oatmeal for years might be one of the most overlooked muscle-supporting superfoods in your kitchen. Why? Because after 60, the body doesn't just lose muscle, it also struggles to manage blood sugar efficiently. And when blood sugar spikes or crashes, it becomes harder for your muscles to use nutrients correctly. That means less energy, slower recovery, and more fatigue. Cinnamon helps by improving insulin sensitivity, which helps your body absorb nutrients better, supporting muscle glycogen storage critical for energy and endurance, reducing inflammation and protecting against age-related damage, and even boosting circulation, especially in the legs. In a 2021 study, older adults who consumed cinnamon daily had 15% better glucose control and reported higher energy levels throughout the day. But here's the part that matters most for seniors. Cinnamon helps unlock protein for your muscles. It acts like a key, helping amino acids from your food enter muscle cells more efficiently. And when combined with a protein source like whey isolate, the results can be impressive. Sprinkle half a teaspoon in your morning coffee or smoothie. Add it to protein shakes or unsweetened yogurt. Stir into cooked oats or cottage cheese. Important, always use Ceylon cinnamon, often called true cinnamon. Avoid cassia cinnamon, which in high doses can be harsh on the liver. And if you're someone who deals with cravings or afternoon energy crashes, this might be the game changer you've been missing. Why does this matter? Because every movement your muscles make, from walking across the room to lifting your arms, requires energy. And cinnamon helps you store and use that energy more effectively. So you're not just stronger, you're also more consistent, more balanced, and more resilient. So yes, one of the simplest ways to rebuild lost strength may just be sitting in your spice drawer. And next, we're going to talk about something green, earthy, and often misunderstood. But make no mistake, it's one of the most potent anti-aging muscle allies nature has to offer. Let's go to the fourth powder. If there were ever a food that looked strange but worked like magic for aging muscles, it's this one, spirulina. Spirulina is a type of blue-green algae, and it may be the most nutrient-dense substance on Earth. But don't let the word algae throw you off. It's not slime from a pond. The spirulina you find in powders or capsules is grown in clean, controlled environments and packed with compounds your body has been silently begging for. Let's start with the most important part, protein. Gram for gram, spirulina contains more protein than beef, with a better amino acid profile for seniors. What does that mean? It means it delivers the building blocks of muscle directly to your body, without the heaviness of red meat or the digestive stress of dairy. But spirulina doesn't stop there. It also contains B-complex vitamins, which help convert food into steady energy. Iron, which is essential for oxygen delivery to muscles. Phycocyanin, a unique antioxidant that reduces inflammation in joints and tissues. And magnesium, which supports muscle function, prevents cramps, and regulates blood pressure. You may be thinking, but I've never heard of this before. Why isn't it more popular? The truth is, spirulina isn't mainstream because it doesn't come from a flashy ad or expensive pharmaceutical. It comes from nature, and when used consistently, it can reverse the fatigue, muscle weakness, and joint pain that creep in after 60. Let's talk results. In a study of adults over 55, those who took 3 to 5 grams of spirulina daily for 12 weeks saw improvements in walking speed, leg muscle strength, blood sugar control, and even mental clarity. Why mental clarity? Because spirulina also feeds your brain. The same nutrients that rebuild tissue also support neurotransmitters, the messengers that keep your memory sharp and mood stable. It's a full-body upgrade in a green powder. So, how do you take it? Here are 3 simple ways. Smoothies: add 1 teaspoon to a berry-based smoothie with banana and almond milk. The fruit covers the taste. Green yogurt: mix with plain Greek yogurt, a drizzle of honey, and a few walnuts for a powerful breakfast. Capsules: if the taste is too strong, spirulina is available in capsule form. Just check that it's organic and free of fillers. Now let's address the elephant in the room. The taste. Yes, spirulina has a strong earthy ocean-like flavor. But remember, you're not eating it for pleasure. You're using it to rebuild the body that life has slowly broken down. That mindset shift changes everything. Want a pro tip? Take spirulina in the morning when your digestive system is more active. Pair it with citrus, like orange or lemon juice, to improve absorption and reduce the green aftertaste. And finally, spirulina is especially important if you're not eating enough meat or if you've cut back on heavy meals due to digestion or appetite issues. It gives you the muscle-building benefits of animal protein without the burden. So, to summarize, boosts muscle growth, fights inflammation, supports circulation and oxygen flow, energizes the brain, and helps you feel lighter, stronger, and clearer every single day. Still think it's just algae? Think again. And now we've reached the final powder on our list, and this one might surprise you. It's simple, it's creamy, and it's hiding in plain sight. Yet few people know how powerful it is for aging muscles and tired legs. Let's move to the last powder, and possibly the most delicious one yet. Imagine this. You're doing something good for your muscles, circulation, brain, and heart. And it tastes like chocolate. That's exactly what happens when you introduce unsweetened cocoa powder into your daily routine. Cocoa isn't just a treat. When consumed in its purest form, it becomes one of the most powerful functional foods on the planet, especially for seniors over 60 who are experiencing loss of strength, poor circulation, and declining mood. Let's break down why. Cocoa powder contains a family of compounds called flavonols. These are natural plant nutrients proven to improve blood flow, especially to the legs and brain, reduce inflammation in muscle tissue, support mitochondria, the energy factories inside your cells, and enhance the production of nitric oxide, which keeps arteries flexible and open. This is crucial because as you age, your blood vessels stiffen. That makes it harder for nutrients and oxygen to reach your muscles. The result? You feel tired, heavy, and slow, even if you're eating right. In a large-scale clinical study, older adults who consumed high flavanol cocoa daily for 8 weeks experienced a 24% increase in walking distance, less fatigue during movement, and even improved memory scores. But here's where it gets even better. Cocoa is one of the few foods that stimulates dopamine, your feel-good hormone. That's why it lifts your mood, reduces anxiety, and gives you a gentle boost of motivation to move, stretch, and stay active. You're not just supporting your muscles, you're feeding your spirit. Now, how should you use it? First, it must be unsweetened cocoa powder, not chocolate drink mix. Look for raw or natural cocoa powder with no added sugar. Here are some powerful ways to add it to your day. Mix 1 tablespoon with warm almond or oat milk before bed for a calming, muscle-repairing drink. Add to protein shakes with a banana and peanut butter. Stir into overnight oats with chia seeds and cinnamon. Blend into Greek yogurt for a rich, nutritious dessert. Some even combine cocoa with a teaspoon of collagen powder or whey protein to turn it into a full muscle repair formula. And here's something important for seniors. Cocoa also contains magnesium, which prevents cramps, supports heart rhythm, and improves sleep. 3 things most people over 60 struggle with daily. But don't overdo it. Just 1 tablespoon per day is enough to deliver the muscle and circulation benefits without overstimulating your system. And as we close out this video, I want you to imagine something. Picture yourself walking through your neighborhood, confidently, bending down to tie your shoes without hesitation, standing up without using your hands, climbing stairs, carrying bags, dancing at your granddaughter's wedding. That's what this video was really about. Each of these 5 powders, whey, turmeric, cinnamon, spirulina, and cocoa, is a small tool. On their own, they help, but together they create a system. A daily rhythm of nourishment and renewal that can slowly rebuild what time has taken. Not overnight, not with hype, but with consistency, knowledge, and smart action. You don't need to do it all today. Just start with 1. Maybe it's cocoa in your coffee, or spirulina in your yogurt. Then add another next week. Build your habit. Because the most powerful change doesn't come from what you do once, it comes from what you do every day. And remember this, your body still wants to be strong. Your muscles are listening. Give them what they need, and they will respond. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe to Senior Vitality Hub for more science-backed strategies for energy, balance, and long-term independence. You're not done yet, you're just getting started.